Hello together, I am May, and today I wanted to talk about manifesting because my YouTube feed is full of manifestation videos, those AI made videos which are telling you about rituals you have to do because otherwise you miss this portal or this astrological event and stuff like this. And don't get me wrong, I love them. I do absolutely enjoy them. But as I was watching them a lot, at some point it started to create in me like the stress, this fear of missing out. And then I was thinking of it a little bit, and I am basically manifesting since my childhood, and I'm doing it very intuitively, that's the word. And as I was thinking of it, it's basically manifesting is very boring. It is about creating daily aligned actions, and all the portals and astronomical events are just crutches. I think it is more in the routine. And there are, of course, also many helpful techniques which help you to focus your energy and aim it in the right direction, which help you to become aligned with your goals and so on. And most of them are exactly about it. They are about the daily action. So for me, this sort of helper is drawing. It helps me to focus myself, make myself clear what I want and where I want to be. And as you see behind me, I kinda am where I want to be. I am on Miami Beach and in my favorite apartment, and they did cut the trees, so I actually see the ocean, which is absolutely beautiful. And so I was basically talking about the chaos which all those manifesting videos created on my mind. So I did put them back. I watch them like not every day because it really drives you crazy, because you could do like 3 times a week a list with your goals. I mean, you don't need to do it 3 times a week. You need to do it maybe every new moon or something like this. And I'm not even doing it every new moon. I'm doing it rather once in 3 months, something like that. And I am then working with those goals in my drawings. And yeah, I draw daily, but not always on the goal, because, and I will get to it because I would like to show you my process, and maybe it will help you to get out of the loop of doing ritual after ritual after ritual and clinging to your goals, because that is something very counterproductive. So yeah, I think that's what I wanted to say without picture. How I got to the thought that manifesting is actually boring. And it is boring because it's consistent, daily, aligned action, and then you manifest. And it also, that was one of the things I have forgotten to talk about, because this approach helped me to get rid of the fear of missing out, because I was like, okay, I'm doing it daily. I have daily my non-negotiable actions which are leading towards my goal, and that way I basically do daily my list, and I do daily manifest. That's my ritual. I have 1 hour in the morning, and every Sunday, it depends on the time, but I'm trying to get like 2-3 hours free time where I plan my week and draw my week as well. And there is one of those drawings on my channel, and I'm drawing it live in my school group, so of course you are welcome to join. I am at the moment in this group, it's very new, and at the moment I am really handpicking the founding members. So if you are interested to draw every Sunday with me live, then send me an email. We jump on a Zoom call, talk a little bit, and we will see if you are the right person to become a founding member in this group, which of course has its advantages, like much better price. So that was a little distraction. Anyways, let's get on the paper, and I will show you my personal process. This process is working since 30 years, as I said. I have started somewhere when I was 14, 15, when I started to read like my first philosophical books. And I must say, so far in the last 30 years, I always had the life I looked for without like big hustle. I simply went after it and it worked. So let me show you how I do it. I do really like to explain things on paper because you have it somehow in front of you. I know that it is more modern to make an AI video, but drawing is still made by hand, at least this Neurographica drawings which I am doing. And I did split my page into 4 to show you the 4 phases or stages of manifesting which I am sort of working with. So the first point is to set goals. And the tricky part here is you should find out which goals are really yours. And of course, there are great drawings for it. You can also meditate, you can journal. Important thing is to really define your goals and find what your heart wants, not what other people want. You know, like the society wants a woman married and maybe have her first child till 30 or whatever time it is. It depends a little bit. So yeah, that may be your goal, but also may not. For example, it was never my goal. I never wanted children, and I was saying it since I was really young. And everybody told me that, my biological clock will tell me other way. Did not so far. So, and I'm hitting perimenopause. So, I think the clock stopped ticking. Anyways, so that is one thing. Set goals and find out what your heart wants, not what other people want. Sorry, it is hard to speak and write, so yeah, I will be probably doing few pauses. Anyways, when you are done with this process, and as I said, there are many different ways to find out what you really want. I personally like journaling as well, but drawing is also journaling because you make reflections while you draw. So you also write about it. It's in Neurographica connected, and that is one of the reasons why I enjoy Neurographica so much. So when you are done with this, when you have asked your heart what it wants, and when you have your answers, I am fighting personally with one goal, and that is weight loss, because Basically, I am happy. At the other hand, if I want to go and buy designer clothes, I would need to be like 3 sizes smaller. So, yeah, is it my goal to lose weight or is it not my goal to lose weight? I am really, really unsure about it. Because the men in my life, they actually like me as I am, So, yeah. However, the next point, and that is very important one, and I don't hear people speak about it often, or all the AIs, and at the moment, most of those videos are done with AI, and I'm very grateful every time I find a live spoken video without this emotionless AI voice, because they are not always easy to listen. So the next point is make space. And why do you need to make space? That's very simply answered. We as people, so if this is me, then this is my field, and that is all the room I have. I can't double it, or I can grow with time, but I can only pay attention to certain amount of things. So if I have here one big goal, it already takes this much of my field. Then, let's say I am angry on someone, I have some resentments, I don't know, maybe I'm even angry at myself, and those things are taking also space. And then I have family, so I have my friends, I have whatever, my house to care for, my drawing, that takes also space. So my personal space is filled with a lot of things. And I am at some point not able to adhere something, because if I add it here, I can't even see it behind the other things. So I need to decide what has to go in order to make space to put there maybe a second big goal, if I want it, of course. So that is the point. The question here is, once you found your goals, ask yourself, what do I need to sacrifice to achieve it? So let's add here sacrifice. It sounds so dramatic, but it actually is. So it's actually very simply explained. If I want to lose weight, I will have to stop eating sugar. Like maybe I can eat my cake on Sunday, but I can't eat my cake every day. And I can't go and buy me those great peanut butter M&Ms, which they have here in USA, because we don't have them in Europe. And things like that. Or if I want to find love, then I will have to stop binge watching Netflix with my cats, and I will actually have to get out, right? That helps in that moment. So ask yourself, what do I need to sacrifice? And when you answer this question, this is one of the harder ones. It's actually a question from your sacral chakra, by the way, so because you can overcomplicate manifesting from so many different angles. I have tried to make it as simple as possible. So when you find your sacrifice, you simply take out of your field the things which you are going to sacrifice, and instead of them, you put your goal in. And you definitely have a tidier field. That is very helpful. And again, this can be done with journaling, this can be done with meditation, of course. There are many, many techniques. My husband, for example, is using Qigong since he is old, so since many decades. And he does his exercises every morning. Really, in last 20 years, I have seen him really daily doing his basic exercises from Qigong, even when he was having a surgery. So, yeah. For me, again, it's drawing, because through the drawing I can also work with my negative emotions. I can become aware if the sacrifice, so-called sacrifice, is really sacrifice, because when I stop eating sugar, it means less inflammation, it means I will most probably live longer, and so on and so on. So the drawing, when you take the right model for it, helps you to become aware of different perspectives on the topic. So at the end, the sacrifice can be a building stone for your new life or whatever. So yeah, that is the second step of the process. The next step, once you have cleared this, maybe you will need to sacrifice your sleep, because like I did actually, because when I was putting together my non-negotiable, this is the next action, align with your goals. I was looking for the best time of the day, and I have simply figured out that in the morning, 4 a.m., is no one awake, no one is going to disturb me, so it's the best time to do my daily things which I need to do. And that aligns me with my goals, because I do know that I did something, even when I have a bad day, when everyone wakes up and starts starts having their problems and discuss and whatever comes in the day. I can in the evening always say, I did my morning. And that means the day was successful, whatever happened. So I basically go to sleep in a positive mood, which is very good. And then when you manage doing this, when you manage to align with your goals, and again, to help this process, I personally draw. And for me, the drawing really is the best functioning mechanism. When you are aligned with your goals, you need to start trusting and let go of them. Because there is nothing worse than when you, let's say, want to manifest financial freedom, when you will be every 5 minutes checking your account. It won't happen. It won't happen. The best thing is to, when you align, you have your daily actions and you focus on doing those daily actions. You don't focus on the size of your account. You have figured out that you need to spend 2 hours creating post or whatever it is you are doing. And that is where you focus. You don't focus on the million you want to have on your account. And that is how things happen. This has to do also with the abundance mindset, because a beautiful example is love. When you want to manifest a relationship and you are manifesting, or when you journal and whatever you are doing, when you are going from the position, I am so lonely, I don't have anyone and I want to have someone, you are in scarcity mindset. But when you do it in this way, when you say, I am so full of love, I am bursting, and I am looking for someone to share it with, then you are abundant. You have the love. And you want to share it. And I think that is the moment when universe is listening. And same thing is with manifesting money. I must say I never manifest money as such. I rather manifest things like I wish to have this because of this, from there I can help. I am not manifesting like I want to have 1 million on my account because I am not emotionally connected to the million on my account. I am emotionally connected to the house I want to have. So yeah, I personally do not manifest it, but maybe you are emotionally connected to money, and then it would be interesting for me to hear from you, how does it work or how is your process, because it would be interesting to share that. I think in general we want money, for example, to be able to go on holiday. So then I would go and say, I want to go to holiday. I want to show my children whatever, Madeira or USA, or I want to be in summer instead of winter. That's what I am doing currently. By us, it's going to snow this week, and I am very happy that I am every morning barefoot on the beach. so. Yeah, I like never manifested money to be able to travel. I have manifested the travels or the husband and so on. So that is how it works for me. I'm seeing many people in Neurographica drawing money. And again, I have never done it in the 2 years. I rather draw, because, for example, I was drawing a house, which we have by now, by the way, and in the drawing, it was one of the most beautiful drawings I ever had. In the drawing, I have realized that my happiness is not depending on the house. My happiness is inside me. It depends completely on me and my mindset. And there is simply distrust at some point. With me by now, the trust goes so far that I simply don't hoard things. As artist, of course, I love to hoard, but I am minimizing it and decluttering a lot, because I simply trust that the universe will provide when I need something. And in general, it is so, because, like, for example, I love to have books because of the all of the information, and I have realized that by now, of course, things changed in the last 20 years too. By now, I don't need the books because I get the information when I need it, and it has happened to me several times that I needed to know something and it appeared on my feed, like in someone's reel or on YouTube or somewhere. So it's by now really not needed. So I have books for aesthetics, and of course there are some books which I really love. So I am keeping them, but I am not keeping them to hoard information. They are sort of nice reminders of the past era, which sounds very, very sad. At the moment, with books, I am doing it so that I buy them in Apple Store, and when I love the book, I buy it on paper and put it on my shelf. So just to have it. Because I think a home without books is very, very sad. but I am again somewhere else. So this is the process I am personally using. First, you set goals. Let me make it colorful here. I want this one. It's not easy to choose. So first you go and set the goal. And you really sit with it and find out if it is what your heart wants, not what the society wants or conventions or whatever. Then you clean space. And find what is not serving in your current life to your future life. And you make your sacrifice in order to make space for the new things coming into your life. As next you align, what do I have? No, not orange. I actually want a yellow. Yeah, let's take this one. So, as next you align, by doing small daily actions. And there was one of my problems. I was, I had discipline problem. And through drawing, I must say, I have realized that discipline is not negative. I have been taught at home discipline is something negative, something you have to do And with the time I have realized that discipline actually is service to myself. It is act of self-love. And as next you trust. You simply jump the cliff and believe that you can fly. And usually we can. And this is also something where the drawing really helps. It helps to take off your limiting beliefs, whatever they may be, depends of course on your goal. It helps you to become aware of many things, again depending on what you draw and why you draw it. So this is the drawing. If you want to see this at work, this principle, on April 4th, at 4:44 a.m. New York time or Miami time, I will be drawing this system for free. So if you want to join this drawing, please feel free to reach out, send me an email or message on some social media, and I will send you a link. I am not doing this automated. I prefer human action. So yeah, contact me, and I write a year here because YouTube videos last long. So, here it is. I again was writing and not talking. I will be talking more about this system or technique, and I will show you how to draw it. It will be about 2 hours. I am opening the chat room at 4:30. 4:44 we are going to start our timers, and I won't be letting anyone in anymore. So if you want, see you there. Send me a message and I will send you the link. Have a beautiful day so far, and see you with the next video. Bye bye.